Hello VC, the Waxed here, still in a remote location, but I've had the opportunity to visit some nice little honey holes for vinyl where I'm at. So in this video, I'm gonna go over a antiques store that I went to. I'll show some footage of it after I show you the vinyl that I found there. So the first vinyl is an oldie but a goodie, Charlie Sexton. If you don't know him, he was a teenage wonderkin. I believe when this album came out, he was 18 years old, 17. He had, at least on MTV, a hit video with the song Beat So Lonely. There it is. Beat So Lonely. I think in recent years, he's been touring with Bob Dylan, I believe, as his guitarist, amongst other people. He's quite a bit older now. This is back in the 80s, but a pretty minty copy of this album, and nice inner sleeve with the lyrics. There's Charlie, and pretty minty copy of the album. Get a good thanks on MCA. There we go. Pictures for Pleasure, Charlie. Good album. Good guitarist. Next is Marshall Crenshaw, Field Day. I believe an audiophile version of this just came out on Insurrection, but I think I found a minty fresh copy here, still in the shrink. By the way, it was like $8 a piece for these albums. I talked the guy down. Normally charges 10. Nice inner sleeve. There's the lyrics. There's the other side. And his big, I think this was his first album on Warner's. There we are. Get a bit of, since I bleached out there. Come on, there we go. Oh, whoa, there you go. Someday, Somewhere. I think around this time, you know, he was in La Bamba playing Buddy Holly. Kind of Buddy Holly-esque with the whole look he had. But great album. Great album. Did I show the back of it? Let's show the back of it again if I didn't. I forget. But there he is, Marshall Crenshaw. I have this $8 copy. I think the Insurrection's like $40. I think they sell a bundle with his 2 albums, but next is Bryan Ferry, Boys and Girls. Here's the back. That is a boy. That is a girl. And this was a nice high quality version. There's the inner sleeve and the lyrics on the back. And if you don't like Bryan Ferry, you're no friend of mine. I like Bryan Ferry. Look at there. They're the Boys and Girls. And there's Bryan Ferry. But this has 3 hit songs on it. Slave to Love's on here, which is an awesome song. I love this album. I like Bryan Ferry a lot. So Bryan Ferry, thank you for putting out that album. All right. I'm a jazz guy, so I found 2 jazz albums. Wes Montgomery, Just Walking. And this came out in 71, so I believe it came out after he passed away, and it says previously unreleased recordings. The cover here is not in great shape. But, I mean, it was like someone took a bite out of it there. Hobo. But nice verve. Labeled. This side, I think, is like buckling a bit. But there we are. Verby. But can't go wrong with Wes, I think. I don't think anyone thinks you can go wrong with Wes. So that was a good find. And then Chick Corea, Piano Improvisations Volume 1. There we go. Whole thing in there. Cover's a little suspect, but the album's beautiful. It is on ECM. 71 came out. I believe this is a German first press. So always into check if I don't destroy the album and ruin it. But with him passing this year, sadly, can always put on one of Chick's albums and keep his memory alive, I always say. Well, you can enjoy the footage that I took of the antique store I went to. Had a great selection there. I flipped through a little bit of it. I'll leave you on that. But until next time, the Waxed Out